What if I told you that the traditional path to wealth is a lie? What if the advice to get a good job, save 10% of your paycheck, and invest in the stock market is a surefire way to be old and grey before you ever taste true financial freedom? This slow, plodding journey is what I call the slow lane. It's a path of deferred dreams, where you trade your precious time for a paycheck, hoping that one day, far in the future, you might have enough to finally live your life. The Millionaire Fastlane is the alternative. It's a completely different mindset and a different set of rules for building wealth. It's about creating systems and businesses that work for you, generating massive income in a short amount of time. The fast lane isn't about being lucky, though luck can play a part. It is a strategic approach to wealth creation that focuses on control, scale, and leverage. Instead of being a consumer, you become a producer. Instead of working for a fixed salary, you create something of value that can impact millions of people. This path is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It is a get-rich-quicker system. It requires intense work, dedication, and a willingness to learn and adapt. The fast lane is about compressing your working years into a few intense periods, freeing you up to enjoy the rest of your life with both youth and wealth on your side. Think of it as building a pipeline that delivers money rather than hauling buckets of water one at a time. Many people misunderstand this concept, thinking it's only for tech geniuses or lottery winners. While winning the lottery, like the recent $6 million scratch-off winner in Sterling Heights, Michigan, is certainly a fast way to get money, it's not a reliable strategy. It's a game of chance, not a business plan. The true fast lane is built on controllable variables. You control your product, your marketing, your pricing, and your operations. You are in the driver's seat of your financial destiny. This distinction is crucial because it separates hope from action. Hope buys lottery tickets. Action builds empires. The fast lane is for those who choose to take the wheel and drive toward their goals with purpose. The core idea of the fast lane is to detach your income from your time. In a normal job, you get paid for the hours you work. If you stop working, the money stops. In the fast lane, you build systems that generate income 24/7, whether you are actively working or not. This could be an e-commerce store, a software application, a book, or a real estate portfolio. These assets work for you, earning money while you sleep, travel, or spend time with family. It is this separation of time and money that allows for explosive wealth growth, creating millionaires in years, not decades. This is the fundamental difference that sets the fast laner apart from everyone else. Let's compare the two paths more closely. The slow lane, which is the path most people follow, is like walking on a sidewalk. You move forward, but the pace is agonizingly slow. Your financial plan is based on saving a small fraction of your income from a job. Your wealth is tied to the stock market's unpredictable whims and compound interest that needs decades to become meaningful. You might reach your destination of $1 million, but you'll likely be 65 years old, with your best years behind you. You have sacrificed your youth and freedom for a future that is not guaranteed. This is a life sentence of work, followed by a short parole of old age. The fast lane, in contrast, is an expressway. It's about building a vehicle, a business, that can travel at high speeds. The potential for wealth acceleration is immense because you are not limited by an hourly wage or a yearly salary. Your income is tied to the value you provide to the marketplace. If your business serves thousands or millions of customers, your income potential is virtually unlimited. This path is riskier, yes. The highway has higher speed limits and the crashes can be more spectacular, but the rewards are proportionate to the risks you take. It offers the chance to achieve financial freedom while you are still young enough to enjoy it fully. Consider the mathematics of each path. A slow laner saving $500 a month would need over 50 years to become a millionaire, assuming a generous 8% annual return. They are trading their life away day by day for a distant dream. A fast laner, on the other hand, might create a product and sell it for a $20 profit. To make $1 million, they need to sell 50,000 units. While that sounds like a lot, with the power of the internet, a global marketplace is at your fingertips. Reaching 50,000 people is a marketing and logistics challenge, not a 50-year sentence. The fast lane changes the math from addition, saving, to multiplication scale. This difference is not just about money, it's about freedom and control. The slow laner has given up control. Their financial plan is at the mercy of their employer, the economy, and the stock market. They can be fired, their company can go bankrupt, or a market crash can wipe out their savings. The fast laner, by being a producer and a business owner, reclaims that control. They steer their own ship, they make the decisions, they solve the problems, and they reap the rewards. This is a more demanding role, requiring more responsibility and skill, but it is the only path that leads to true, uncompromised freedom. While lottery jackpots, like the incredible $842.4 million Powerball win in Michigan on New Year's Day 2024, create instant millionaires, they are not a fast lane strategy. Relying on the lottery is like trying to navigate the highway blindfolded. It's a passive hope, not an active process. True fast lane vehicles are businesses you build and control. The most common and effective vehicles are based on 5 core principles: control, entry, need, time, and scale, sense. You need a business where you have full control. The barrier to entry isn't impossibly high. It serves a real market need. It can be detached from your time, and it has the potential for scale. One classic fast lane vehicle is invention or innovation. This involves creating a new product or improving an existing one. Think of the person who invented a simple kitchen gadget, licensed it to a large company, and now collects royalty checks for every unit sold. Or consider the software developer who builds an app that solves a common problem. They write the code once, and it can be sold millions of times on app stores, generating passive income. This is a perfect example of detaching income from time. The work is done up front, but the system continues to generate revenue long after the initial effort is complete. Another powerful vehicle is the internet. E-commerce, content creation, and online services have opened the fast lane to millions. You can start a business from your bedroom and reach a global audience. Whether you are selling products through a Shopify store, creating a popular YouTube channel that earns ad revenue, or writing and selling ebooks on Amazon, the internet provides the scale needed for explosive growth. The recent trend of Michigan Lottery creating millionaires through online play shows how even traditional systems are moving into the digital space. For an entrepreneur, this digital marketplace is the ultimate expressway. Real estate can also be a fast lane vehicle, but only if approached correctly. Simply buying a home and living in it is a slow lane move. The fast lane approach involves buying properties to rent out, creating a system of cash flow. It's about owning multiple doors that each generate monthly income. This creates a scalable system where your wealth grows as you acquire more properties. The key is to treat it as a business, managing tenants, maintenance, and finances, rather than a passive investment. Each of these vehicles, invention, internet businesses, and real estate, puts you in the driver's seat, allowing you to control your speed on the highway to wealth. If you want to leave the sidewalk and merge onto the expressway, your first step must be a profound shift in mindset. You must stop thinking like a consumer and start thinking like a producer. Instead of asking, "Where can I buy that?" ask, "How could I produce that and sell it?" Instead of complaining about a problem, ask, "What business could I create to solve this problem?" This mental shift is the ignition that starts your fast lane engine. It's about seeing the world not as a place to spend money, but as a place full of opportunities to create value and in return, build wealth. This is the foundation upon which everything else is built. Next, you must commit to education. Driving on the highway requires a different skill set than walking on the sidewalk. You need to learn about business, marketing, sales, finance, and psychology. Read books, take courses, find mentors, and study successful entrepreneurs. This isn't about getting a formal degree. It's about acquiring practical, real-world knowledge that you can apply immediately. Your business will only grow to the extent that you do. Your ignorance will be your speed limit. The more you learn, the faster you can go. This continuous process of learning is the fuel that will power your journey down the fast lane. Be prepared for hard work and failure. The fast lane is not easy. It's called a fast lane because the wealth-building process is compressed, not because the effort is minimal. You will work harder than you ever did at a 9-to-5 job, especially in the beginning. You will face setbacks, your ideas will fail, and people will doubt you. This is part of the process. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a stepping stone to success. Each failure is a learning opportunity that provides valuable feedback. The key is to persevere, adapt your strategy, and keep driving forward, no matter how many potholes you hit along the way. Finally, just start. You can plan and study forever, But wealth is built through action, not theory. Start small. Test your ideas. Launch a simple website. Try to make your first sale. The goal is to get your vehicle on the road, even if it's not a supercar at first. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and the journey to millions begins with your first dollar earned as a producer. Stop waiting for the perfect time or the perfect idea. The time is now. Shift your mindset, get educated, embrace the hard work, and take action. The Millionaire Fastlane is open, waiting for drivers who are bold enough to take it.